Well, before I start, I'd like to just say that I'd like to honor and recognize the land on which Boise State and Boise sits as the unceded territory of the Shoshone and Paiute bands, the original inhabitants of this land, until they were forcibly displaced during colonization in the United States. Just an acknowledgement that where I live and work was ancestral indigenous land.
A land acknowledgement. It's a custom that dates back centuries but has grown in popularity in recent years. Today, land acknowledgements are used by both Native peoples and non-natives to recognize indigenous peoples who are the original stewards of the lands being referred to. Before public events, meetings, or other events, a speaker offers the acknowledgement in front of everyone. John Zeiker, whom you just heard from, is the chair of the anthropology department at Boise State. He says land acknowledgements are more common in Canada, and he's also seen them at anthropology conferences he's been to. During his time in a Fulbright exchange in Canada, he saw just how common it was there and decided to integrate acknowledgements into his presentations when he returned to the U.S.
I started doing that a few years ago. It's important to me because, I think, I would like to, other people to, realize that, the facts of the situation of where we are. There's, lots of different, colonial histories in different parts of the world. And, there's a colonial history here too. And I think it's important to understand that, understand the facts of that. And so doing a land acknowledgement like that, I think just raises awareness raising.
Zeiker isn't the only one in Boise doing it. Boise Mayor Lauren McLean took to Twitter saying, quote, "Boise rests on land first inhabited by the Shoshone, Bannock, and Northern Paiute peoples who lived here for thousands of years and whose cultures, traditions, and accomplishments shaped our community. This month, we celebrate the rich Native American heritage in Idaho and raise awareness about our shared history." McLean went on to say that earlier this year, she was invited to meet with tribal leaders for the return of the Boise Valley people, and she joined them in celebration at Eagle Rock Park, learned about them and the traditions they're passing on. Boise Parks and Rec also took to social media for land recognition, saying they are proud to celebrate Native American Heritage Month and pay tribute to the rich ancestry and traditions of Native Americans in our valley and across Idaho. The Parks and Rec Department added that Chief Eagle Eye Reserve was renamed and dedicated in 2019 to honor the Boise Valley people, their connection to this land, and former leader Chief Eagle Eye. In the Bannock language, Chief Eagle Eye Reserve means Eagle Eye Homeland. Eagle Rock Park is located nearby off Old Penitentiary Road. The park was also renamed and dedicated in 2019 in recognition of the tribe's historical name for the balancing rock above the park. Boise Parks and Rec says the area is very special to the Boise Valley people who return to their homelands each year to honor their ancestors, share culture and oral histories, and celebrate their tribal heritage. You can learn more about the area on the Boise Parks and Rec website. And if you're ever curious about the land where you are or somewhere that you are visiting or maybe where you grew up, you can check out a great tool. Just text your zip code to 907-312-5085 and you'll get a text back with the tribe or tribes whose homeland it is. For example, texting them our Boise zip code, it tells us Shoshone Bannock land. Texting a McCall zip code, it tells us Nez Perce land. Maggie?
What a great tool. That's interesting. I think a lot of people will want to check that out.